Hello everyone, welcome to Bella's Crochet Gifts. I'm Bella. Alright, so today is dyeing adventure number 13 and I did two kinds of dyeing this time. I did some crock pot dyeing and then I also did some tie dyeing. Hi baby, did you come to say hello to everyone? Come here. Oh, you look like you are sleepy. Okay, so what I did was I had the crock pot and I did several different dyeing colors, and then I also did some different tie-dye. I tried to get some more saturated colors. Sorry. You're very distracting. Very cute. So first off, I started with some coconut cakes. I did 4 total. This was my first one. Hi. Hello, baby. How are you? Are you a good girl? Oh, you're such a cute baby. So this was my first one. And this was in the crock pot. I started out dyeing with Rit dye. Hold on. Hold on. So I started out with Pearl Gray. Right there. And then the other half. Nope, that's not it. I used Eggplant. So I let the Pearl Gray saturate on one side, and then I also did the same thing with, yes, it's wool. I had one more skein of this particular wool left over from I believe it was from Ray's Yarn Addiction. She had sent me some wool that was from Kramer yarn, and I decided to dye these both at once, and this one will go to her. So I dyed these at the same time. And let me unwrap this. So this is how the gray turned out. I'm really happy with that. And then I put the eggplant on top, and I did this section, which turned out much better than I was anticipating. And then at the end, I just kind of dipped this middle section in for, it was really quick, like I maybe put it in there for like a minute and then I pulled it out. So this is how it turned out for the wool one. I love how the colors turned out. So there was that one. Ooh, where am I going to put you? Here, I'll put you over here. And then I can take these off now. And then, so this was the coconut cakes. This is a new yarn from Michaels. It is the Karen coconut cake, and I believe it's around 8 ounces and around 400 or so yards. So here is the portion of that pearl gray. And I did the exact same thing. Here's the dark eggplant, like the darker section of the eggplant. And I did the exact same thing where I had the eggplant sitting down here, and then I just dunked this section. Like it's much more subtle than the wool one, but you can definitely see that this section right here is lighter in that section right there, at least in person. Like, I can see it. So I love how it turned out. It's fluffy and there's so much yardage. This was a challenge to wash out. My arms were so unhappy at the end because I did 4 of these and they're so heavy. So there was the first of the crock pots that I did. The second one, I was doing an experiment with reds. I haven't had a lot of good experience with dyeing red yarns, so I got this one. So I did 3 different colors, and instead of just adding dye on top of dye on top of dye, I completely cleaned the crock pot with each color. So I am pretty happy with how the different colors turned out. So this right here, that is cherry red. That's not it. So this is the cherry red, which gave me this color. I'm super happy with that. The second color was scarlet. This gave me kind of an orangey red. I was less excited about that one. And then this is the dreaded wine. It gave me a nice, still berry color, but it is a lot more red than previous times. So that was wine right there. So these are the 3 colors. And the skein, how it turned out. There we go. And I also did this in 2 hanks of the I Love This cotton. So here we are. There we are. So let me get this unwrapped. So this is the cherry red. And I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. This is the scarlet. It's still very, very orangey. Like it's red leaning, but it's definitely feels more on an orange scale. And this is the wine. So I'm pretty happy with how the colors turned out of those. So fairly successful, and now I know which one's going to give me the more color, like more saturation for the different colors. So that is really good to know. And then the next one I did was, so I cleared the crock pot again, and I did these last 2. These are in the color denim blue. Yes, go. And the red dye in denim blue. So what I was doing with these was I was going to basically do a color fade. That was my whole intention. And so you can see how over here is a lot lighter, and then like in here it's a lot darker. It wasn't as pronounced as I was hoping for, but I still like it, and it is in the vein that I was hoping for, so I'm not mad about it. And I'll show you. These are really big skeins. I might consider splitting them in two if I do these again, just because it was so hard on my arms. It was so hard. I hope you can see the color variation. All right. So we had two of those. And that was all that I did with the crock pot and my dye baths. Everything else, oh, excuse me, is all used with the tulip tie-dye. And have it in my little bag here. Okay, so we had, let's go with the first one. So for Christmas, no, it was for the big knit pick sale. I had gotten some more mulberry silk, and I kept the card. So this is the Luminance lace weight. Instead of getting the bare yarn, which was twice as much, because it's twice as many yards, I got the smaller ones, and then still just dyed two. I could have just dyed one. In my mind, it made more sense to get the smaller ones, just in case I want to do like a fade or something. But this one I decided to do the same color, and they actually turned out slightly different anyway. So this is the color Purity, which was essentially white. It was 439 yards. It's 50 grams, 100% mulberry silk, hand wash, lay flat to dry. Made in Peru. So there we go. And this, this is teal. It didn't come out teal. It's very, very green leaning. And some of the color broke, which is really odd because I've never had the tie-dye specifically break. But here, let me show you this part. Yeah, so this was supposed to be the teal one. It's awfully green, I'll just put it that way. It's more like a jade color, actually. But do you see the red bits in here? I don't know what that's from. All I did was add the teal tie-dye straight onto the hank. And like, there's like color differentials, or different color. Like it didn't saturate the way I thought it would. I wonder if the fact that it was Purity was actually dyed white as opposed to being natural. I mean, who knows? I'm not sad, but it was just confusing. So there's the first one. This one has a little bit of strange colors going on. I have no idea where that came from. This was the first thing I dyed right off the gate. Like, I didn't have anything else that I had started dyeing. It could have been left over from anything. There's this one. And like, you can see the difference in colors right through here too. I don't know. Like, I don't know what happened. I like it, but it wasn't the color I was hoping for. We'll see if it inspires me to use it. Otherwise, I could always over dye it, because this one has the color in there too. It's like fuchsia. It's weird. Anyways, so there's the first one. And then I did this for a friend. This is bamboo. This is the Lion Brand Trubu 100% rayon from bamboo is 100 grams, and I want to say like 240 yards. So this is green, the teal color, and the blue, which is supposed to be more navy. It didn't end up quite that dark, but I still think it's very, very beautiful. Like, I like the color play right in there, and oh, right through here is gorgeous. I love that. There's that one, and there's this one. And I'll unwrap it for you. All right. There we go. And there we go. I think it turned out really pretty. I'm very happy with it. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, and then let's see. I tried an experiment and it didn't work. If you notice, if you come back for the process video, I tried the spray paint again, and it didn't hold the color way I was hoping it would. So, and we also had an issue with my ties. It is awfully, awfully light. And I shouldn't have reused my ties because I have blue specks in my yard now. I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like, oh, I'll just reuse it. It's not a big deal. It was a little bit of a big deal. Yep, so that was yellow, orange, and red. And then here's this one. It kind of reminds me of like conversation hearts, where it's a lot lighter color than you think it should be. Like the pink is very, very light, the orange is very light, the yellow's very light. So here we go. And then there's some of that blue that is shining through. There on the bottom is some more blue, if you can see that. Hi, baby. What are you doing? What you doing? So, if I don't love it, I'll just dye over top of it. It's not a big deal. It might grow on me, I'm not sure, but it was a little odd. it lost a lot of color. And then the next one I did, so this is bamboo also. That one was cotton. The one before is bamboo. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yes, you. Sabrina, no. You cannot eat my tree. Yes, you're very cute. So, this is bamboo. And this is in the tulip tie-dye in yellow, orange, and red. And I'm super... Hey, no. Thank you. Super happy with how this turned out. Okay. Here we go. What are you doing? Well, it's on the floor now. So yellow, orange, and red. There we go. I'm very happy with how this turned out compared to the last time I tried yellow, orange, and red together. There we go. And then here's this one. This turned out so much more red than the last time. I'm very happy with that. Red has been the bane of my existence, I swear. It is not, like, it keeps going pink on me. Alright, so I just have 2 more left. This, oh, interesting. This is purple. It was done with straight purple, I believe. I was going to add black to one, but I think I ended up just using purple on this. I think it was only purple. There we go. I love the color variation that happens with the tie-dye. So pretty. Okay. So there we go. And I love how saturated it is right there. So pretty. Okay. There's that one. And that one. And the very end is my dye mop. I use this to clean up after each of my different dyeing times, and I had green and black and blue left over. So these are my dye mops. And because I added the green and the blue and the black, it pretty much washed out most of the colors, but there were some spots that you can see from underneath. But I really like how these turned out. I think they turned out extremely beautiful. There's this one. So pretty fun stuff. Here we go. I love the dark, beautiful color on it. Thinking I have to make something out of that sometime soon. When I have a pattern that says, I need to be this color. I'll have to keep it in mind. All right, so that was my dyeing adventure number 13. In case you want to see any of the dyeing process, I will have a separate video that will come out probably like 2 days later. That is going to be the process video that shows all of my dyeing as I was adding color to the different skeins, and hopefully you'll enjoy that as well. But for now, that is everything. I hope you guys are doing well and are having a wonderful day or night or whatever it is. I hope it's wonderful. Bye!